This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of Extraction, which is an Xbox Live title and available on the marketplace for only 99 cents. Pretty rare for a new Xbox Live title on Windows Phone to be only 99 cents. And for that price, it's a good deal. It's a pretty cool game, and hold on, let me turn off that air conditioning. It does take a while to load, as you see. And loading between missions is also pretty slow, but you got an idea of how long it takes to load there. So it has a really nice menu interface there, pretty fancy and stuff, but that's just fluff. So it's an action game and has quite a bit of upgrades, even though the upgrades are quite linear. They're the most linear upgrades I've ever seen, which is really strange. Just not used to seeing upgrades be linear. Like, you have to go down a certain path in order to get things there. And you have to go step by step. First this upgrade, then that. You can't actually really choose and have a choice. So, it's a little odd. You're really stuck with a single path. You can purchase credits, which use your actual money, but you don't really need to do that. You'll usually collect enough money by playing the game. And then you also have upgrades to your character, too, which you unlock by, I believe that's based on your reputation, or once you get a new level. Each level you get a new one. So the lasting value in the game is pretty good, actually. You'll probably get, I'm estimating, about 3.5 hours of it, maybe 4 hours. Probably more like 4 hours, so pretty good. And there's a wide variety of missions. Sometimes you have to rescue scientists. There's a variety of guns. So overall it's pretty interesting, and the control scheme, it works decently well. I'll show you it in a second. Here's the slow load speed for opening a mission. So that can be a little annoying, and it's probably slower on devices like the HTC Radar compared to newer devices like the HTC Titan. But on an HD7 this would be even slower, so definitely slow. And the visuals, once you get into it, they're pretty good visuals, so pretty good on presentation. Nothing spectacular, but they're good. So, always has this really annoying cutscene which you can't skip. It's just the helicopter flying in. Who could care less? Or who couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you would care, actually. So you can zoom in and out. I typically go with the... Whoa, you can zoom quite a bit out. I typically go pretty far out because then you can see a lot more. And on this one you actually have to race against the clock. So you have to quickly rescue everyone. Okay, so this is the control scheme here. You tap to move, and then to kill enemies you just slide your finger over them and it'll automatically target them. And you can chain together groups of enemies, which will then give you higher multipliers. And so if you want to deselect an enemy, you can just double tap the screen and it'll deselect them. So sometimes I think this control scheme doesn't really work the best, and there's times when it's a little picky about the swiping, but overall works pretty well. And you can always reload by just tapping your gun there. You also do have grenades which you can throw out, and let's see, I'll see if there's a bunch of enemies here. Throw out a grenade there. So as you can see, that's pretty finger friendly and works pretty well. There's health packs that you can collect through the game. You can of course switch to your different weapon, your pistol. So take out my pistol here. And you always want to keep moving while you're fighting enemies, because then you can start avoiding the zombies while they're coming towards you. Also, if you swipe at just the right speed, you can get a skill shot. And so those are measured up at the top bar there, right here. So you have to swipe it at just the right speed to hit that green zone. So it can be pretty difficult, but I just got a skill shot there. So that's another cool element in the game. So overall there's quite a bit of cool elements in this game, and it turns out to be pretty interesting. There's also intel you can collect by finding the intel there, and you just collect it, and each level has 2 sets of intel, and I of course have to get to the scientists and rescue them. So there's one scientist, I rescued him there, and gotta bring him back to the helicopter, and if I have time, I can save the other second scientist. Overall, Extraction is a pretty well-built game, and it's pretty fun to play. For 99 cents, it's definitely worth checking out, and it's got some good visuals, good lasting value. It's nothing really spectacular, but it's fun to play, and overall, it's a good Windows Phone game worth checking out. So, you can find it in the marketplace for 99 cents.